your college career, what was your favorite moment? Go UVA.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Go. Mine was, I think it was my junior year. We were in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament, and we were losing 2-0 to Penn State at halftime, and came back and won 6-2.
I would say playing in the national final my sophomore year. Yeah, we lost to Southern California. Yeah, that was a Texas A&M.
Hidden talent. Hidden talent.
Hobbies. I don't have any hidden talents, but I like to bike and hike and do yoga and read. Sorry, I'm boring.
I can skateboard, I can do a kickflip, but don't make me show you, because I guess I'm not allowed to.
Did you play soccer before college, and if so, in a club or high school or what?
Yeah, I played, I'm not sure what age I started playing club soccer, but I played club soccer and high school soccer before college.
Same. Club soccer since I was 7 all the way up through college and high school soccer, middle school soccer, everything. I kind of had soccer life.
I asked Kika this earlier. She said she was what's your high score on 5
I keep hearing about this game, and I have not played it.
We'll get you playing.
Alright, I'll try that.
Okay, this question is too good for you. Has there ever been a moment in your career where you guys wish you could have done something different beside people instead of becoming a soccer player?
I think there are those days, where you don't always look forward to practice. But when I can take a step back, I think I realize how much I love it. Sometimes it can be a job, but I don't let it get to that level, and I can continue to find the love and hunger for it each day.
Yeah, I feel the same about that. This is such a unique opportunity, and you can really only play soccer, or really any kind of sport for that matter, professionally for so long. So like Becky said, there are those days where, you might rather be doing something else, but, days like today where we see all the support out here in this awesome community, that's what we live for.
Yeah, championship level teams almost without fail have good team chemistry. Can you talk about how that's building here with the Dash?
Yeah, actually yesterday after we had a team dinner, we all kind of got together and, just talked about what our goals were for the season and how we were feeling going into this first season as the Dash. And we already feel like we're on the same page, that we have the same goals and ambitions. So.
Yeah, and some of us have known each other already, and we've met a few new faces just yesterday. And a lot of people are still missing the national teams or wherever they are, but so far so good. I've enjoyed the team and the organization and the coaches, so I'm excited to get started in March.
I commend you for what you're doing for women in sports, and I wanted to ask, what words of encouragement or wisdom do you have for women and little girls in sports or in general?
I would say just hard work and commitment and have that dream and dream big. I was that girl a long time ago, hoping to play professional soccer, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here, and I feel like that has come through hard work and always being able to see that dream.
Yeah, my advice would be, just do what you love. As long as you love what you're doing, then you're going to have fun with it, you're going to be motivated to get better at it, and you're not going to let anybody discourage you from, doing what you want to do. So just, as long as it makes you happy, fight for it as long as you can.
What's your favorite kind of sea creature?
Probably a dolphin. Dolphins are great. Sorry, I just stole Becky's.
Dolphin is one of my favorite animals as well.
More questions?
Who do you look forward to playing against? Which team or team player?
I'm just looking forward to getting the season started, but I'm looking forward to the first game against Portland.
Yeah, definitely Portland because we're one of the two probably biggest franchises in the league. So it's going to be a great turnout, a great atmosphere. And I'm also looking forward to a grudge match against my team last season, the Spirit.
What college did you go to?
I went to the University of Virginia.
And I went to Florida State University.
Who was your role model growing up?
My role model. Other than my immediate family and my parents, I would say some players who played in the '99 World Cup, Mayhem, Christine Lilly, Michelle Akers, those guys. That's kind of who I looked up to, and they played in the WSA. There was a team in hometown Philadelphia.
Yeah, definitely the 99ers, players Becky mentioned. And I've also always been a big fan of Ronaldo, the Brazilian player.
How did you get recruited to college?
A lot of hard work. My club team was pretty good, so we went to a lot of college showcases, and that's how I got seen by my head coach at BBVA.
Yeah, kind of the same as Kika, just lots of soccer, ODP teams, club teams, and good players around you who make you look better.
What's your favorite type of donut?
Good question. I'm a traditional kind of girl, but I like vanilla frosted.
Actually, in Portland, when we played you guys last season, we went to a place called Voodoo Donuts. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. But they had a maple bacon donut, so it was like maple flavored with bacon on it, and it was actually really delicious.
Have you played other sports besides soccer?
I played basketball very poorly growing up.
I played basketball as well, 4 years in high school.
Any questions? Anybody?
I wanted to point out to everyone, we'll get to that question. Becky's played on several championship teams. She played on the FC Gold Pride in the WPS. They won the title. She played New York, Western New York Flash. They won the title. Portland won the title last year. So, of course, we're putting the burden on your shoulders, Becky. What's this team going to have to do to make this a championship year? And we know that's hard for an expansion team, but what are they going to have to do?
Yeah, I think we just have to take it one game at a time, one day at a time. Everyone has this theory of, you're an expansion team and don't have these high expectations, but that's not really what we see. We still have a goal of being a championship team this year in mind. So I think just taking it day by day, just in terms of starting now and meeting new people and building that team chemistry up until preseason, where we continue to build those relationships on and off the field.
Coming in from other teams, how are you handling the transition to being part of an expansion team? How's it been?
Well, we're only in town for the weekend right now, and then we'll be in town for the whole season come March. So I think a lot of us have been in this environment before, where we're meeting new people, joining a new team, just from going to college and then playing for different professional teams. So I think a few of us are used to making new friends and making new teammates, and so far so good. It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, so far the transition has been pretty smooth. Like I knew Becky before going into this. I know a couple other teammates who are on the team this year. So it's been a pretty easy transition for me personally. We're all used to being on different teams and having to adapt to new players, new coaches, new cities, new countries and continents in some cases. So it's gone well so far.
Have you always played the same positions?
I have not. I played all over the place. When I was younger in club soccer, I was a midfielder. I was recruited to UVA to be a forward, and now I'm a defender. So let's just hope I don't end up as a goalkeeper.
Maybe we should do a backup. I played forward when I was very young, and then I played midfield when I was being recruited for college. In college, I played defense, right back, center back, and then kind of landed at holding me the last, in my professional career.
What are some of your goals as a team?
Good question. Well, I think long term, I think winning a championship. But as I said before, I think we want to take it game by game and make smaller goals each game. So, yeah, of course we're going to win games, but how are we going to do that offensively? What kind of goals do we want? Finishing our chances, defensively, keeping shutouts, that kind of thing. But definitely going for a championship in the first year.
What was your favorite game that you ever played?
For me, probably the one I mentioned earlier when we beat Penn State 62. That was pretty exciting.
Good question. I would say the Under-20 World Cup final in 2008. We won the gold medal in Chile, so that was pretty cool.
Any more questions? This is our last player session, so if you got a question, we'll ask it now. All right, Blake's coming to give you the microphone.
She's starting soccer for the first time this year. What kind of exercises do you recommend?
I would say a lot of touches on the ball. As a young player, I think that's when you grow the core of your technique. So lots of touches on the ball and working with partners to get touches. Touches on the ball, I'd say just working on a lot of foot skills. It's harder to teach technique and skills like that the older you get. So if you can get that kind of feel for the ball sooner rather than later, I think that can put you ahead of a lot of other players.
Just as a mom who's really likes to play soccer, and there's so many kids today, there's so many other activities, and your schedule's full. When is a healthy age do you all feel that that they can pick soccer as the one thing? Because they seem to do swim, there's so many seasonal, just out there turning around, girls are doing basketball, swim, soccer, piano, Girl Scouts, and when you put soccer to choose that direction in sport. At healthy age, right? It's supposed to be 5 and all the games soccer.
I wouldn't say there's one age. I think it's important for them to make that decision. For me, I think I really started honing in on soccer once I got to high school. Just because it's not too long after you get to high school that college start contacting you. So probably around high school.
I would say the same. There's not one specific age that you should start. I think it's important to play other sports and do other activities other than soccer. And I think it's up to the player, the person, and how much love what you do. If you don't love it, don't do it.
Who was the first one picked for the national team?
Who was picked first and out to for the Nash? Who was picked first, like in the expansion draft? Who was selected?